Woo, that is a good question. And then like, boom, that your nose, like part of your brain might just fly at your nose or something, innit? Like the mic is your sword and they're the dragon. Like. Hey, what's up? My name's Mo Gilligan and I'm here at Penguin to answer some big questions. Was that too long?
No, I think we can remember it. Yeah, that's great. Cool, so we'll go into the questions.
Okay. I think with social media, it has made the world maybe a bit of a smaller place a little bit. The fact that I can upload videos to the world and someone from different part of the world can be like, oh, this is quite funny. Like, I want to check more of this out. That's where I've got a lot of my audience from. So yeah, I think it is a force for good. You know, like anything, people are going to use it for the opposite. You know, you look at how sometimes we consume news. You know, yes, there is a lot of fake news, but there's also ways you can find heartfelt things that you wouldn't find just by reading the newspaper. And you can kind of tailor it to what you want to see online. Do you know what I mean? If you're really interested in something, you can find people that are really interested in it. You can connect to people around the world in ways that you didn't think that was imaginable as a kid. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think definitely is a massive force for good. You know what I like is when someone else has a funny laugh. If that makes sense. It's very funny, it makes me laugh. Oh, I like a loud laugh, man. People who laugh loud don't care, because you get the secret laughs. It's like, bro, what are you hiding it for, man? Let it out, man. I have this theory as well, yeah. You shouldn't keep laughs in. It's not good for you. It's not even like a sneeze. So, yeah, laughter's like a beautiful thing, man. Fame cannot make you happy. I feel like family and friends and experiences are the things that make you happy, whether it's having a kid or going on holiday and sitting down with a meal with your family every day. They're the things that make you happy. Fame is beautiful, it's a lovely thing. It can take you to places you never think you would get. But does it make you happy? No. If you want it to make you happy, it probably will do the opposite. And I think you take fame of how it comes. You know, it's something that's there and it's for you to figure out how you want to use it. If you want to use it and be noticed and look at me, that's great. But then when people stop looking at you, you know, I need more of it. I need more fame. It's just something that kind of comes along with the job. I always say it's like a bonus. There's a lot of people who are very important that we don't know of. And they don't want fame. They're just like, I have a job and I like it and I'm very important in this field. But I don't think fame makes you happy. No. I've always loved the heckle that adds to my joke. That's the best heckle you can get. And sometimes you get a heckle where the audience, like, I get owned. And I just like, do you know what? You got me there. That was quite funny. And I remember going to this guy, this was quite recently at Work in Progress. I said, dude, what's your name? He's like, my name's Kieran. So I tried to do this Irish accent. And then he just shouted out and he goes, yeah, I don't think that one's quite funny, Mo. And everyone started laughing. And even I was laughing. I was like, do you know what? You deserve that, Kieran. That's the one cool thing about comedy is that sometimes the audience can be just as funny as the person on stage. But always in something positive. Do you know what I mean? Rather than something negative. Because sometimes you do get people just like, you're rubbish. And you're like, who said that? And then they don't say anything. You're shouting out I'm rubbish. Now I'm like, who is it? Because I've got the mic, innit? So I'm just like, what? Who said it? Let me find this person and slay them. That's what you feel like. Like the mic is your sword and they're the dragon. Like, oh, it's gotta be South, man. Grew up in South. I know South like the back of my hand. Don't get me wrong, I like North. But you see what it is, what I like about South, yeah? Everywhere is right next to each other. So even parts of South East to South West. So once you're in Camberwell, you can walk to Brixton. From Brixton, you can get to Clapham. That's the one thing I've always loved about South, where parts of North, like, it's quite a big area, man. Especially when you go to like North. I remember going through Totteridge Common. Have you been through Totteridge Common, bruv? Oh my gosh, the houses are amazing. I don't think South has those kind of places. Like, we've got nice places, but North is like, you need a car in North. Like South, you can get by on the bus and the train, but we ain't got no tubes though. That's our only downfall in South. So watch when we get a tube station, it's gonna be mad. Oh yeah, 100%. That's the great thing with comedy. Different parts of the country laugh at different things. London's quite weird because I feel like Londoners, we're spoiled with a lot of entertainment. Like, when Londoners give it to you, we really give it to you. Like, we'll let you know, like, yeah, that's funny. I really like this guy, it's funny. But also, they're also like the stushes. I'm like, no, are not laughing. This is not to my standard. Whereas you go up north, beautiful crowds up north. Oh my gosh, they are lovely, man. They're here for a good night out, man. And the thing is, when you go up north as well, they really appreciate if you know like a local road, or I say, oh, cool, who's in? You got Stockport in, Moss Side, who? So I always try my best to try and get a little information about where I am as well. I remember performing for the first time in Australia a couple years ago, and I was like, I don't know if they're gonna get it. And they just got it. With comedy, the beautiful thing is like, you don't really have to change it much where you go. I had this joke about, oh, you know, like when you play out and you sneak in to get some ice poles. And I say, what do you guys use for the word ice poles? And they're like, yeah, mate, we call them freeze pops. And I'm like, oh, okay, freeze pops. I think that's like the really cool thing with comedy, really. You can understand different cultures and languages and way that they use words. Ooh, that is a good question. Oh my gosh. You know what it is, right? With a stand-up comedy routine, yeah, is that you have to keep perfecting it. Fine-tuning, fine-tuning, fine-tuning. You might have a joke which is 15 minutes. You cut it down to 5, be like, how can I still make it better? But like writing a book is like, the minute you think the book's done, you'll read the book is like, oh, this needs to change. Or, okay, let's take that whole paragraph out. It doesn't make any sense to what we're talking about. Writing a book is a challenge, but it's one of the best challenges I've ever faced. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, but it's very cleansing. Like as a book, it's almost like your own therapy a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I went almost like back in time to like, I know it sounds quite deep, to like parts of my brain that I completely forgot about. And as I'm talking about them and then I'm starting to write it, I'm like, oh yeah, let's put that in the book. That's a funny story without trying to like be funny. I think sometimes with stand-up, like I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to make this appeal to someone's subconscious of what makes them laugh a little bit. Whereas with a book, I'm not really trying to do that. I'm just like writing something and I'm like, if you like it, you like it. I think writing a book is a bigger challenge because also like when you finish the book, you're like, that's it. People don't throw away books. Like there might be a comedy routine that's really funny. You might go back to it and say, oh, I really like that. Makes me laugh again. But people don't throw away books. You never see a book in a bin. Do you know what I mean? Like even if someone has a book that they don't read you just leave it on the side for someone else. But hey man, like read this book, it's not for me anymore. I found it, I'm just gonna leave it on the side. If anyone wants it, take the book. Whether it's someone who's like, hey man, I'm selling books for 50p, that book will just be around forever. And I think that is so priceless, man. I think with a book, you know, I've gone and worked with people, young people in prisons, for example. And I think that that's how far I know my book can go. You know, there could be someone who's sitting in a cell who's like, right, I want to change my life. And I read this book and was like, right, I really like that. And I think that's the difference, you know, someone who's traveling for a year, what do they pack? They're like, just going to bring this book with me. Like, I can read it anywhere. It could be a loud environment, it could be quiet. And there's something really like that people sometimes forget about literature. So to be able to have my own book is, it's one of my proudest achievements, if I'm completely honest with you. So yeah. Hey, what's up? My name is Mo Gilligan, and you can get my book right now, That Moment When, on hardback, ebook, and audio. Don't forget to click here for more videos.